This episode is brought to you by Joy Events, the world's most effective event planning software.
Hi, everyone. This is Tess from the Event Tech Pull-Up. We are again coming live from Confex International Show here in London. I am more than excited, more than ecstatic, all the more, because I finally have nailed down my work husband to come and be on the show with us today. When I pass it over to him, he's going to not only tell you who he's with now, he's going to give you a little taste of where he came from and how he came to be in the role he's in today, because that is very, very special. So without further ado, I would love to introduce you to, again, my husband, not yours, Johnny Martinez.
Oh, that is such a lovely introduction. I don't think anyone can beat that, really. And yes, I am here next to my industry wife. I mean, it's so lovely having you in London.
So excited, so excited.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. When you said to me that you were coming to Confex, I was like, really? Are we that important?
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, it's really great to have you here, and I mean, it's great to see some American rep
Good.
here. Yeah,
I
because
didn't think about it that way.
Confex is a very UK show. And I've been attending Confex since 2011.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So this show is like family to me, really. And well, you know, family is the reason I am in this industry, after all.
Yes.
But yes, my name is Johnny Martinez, and I work for a company called CrowdComms. We're all about event tech. I'm not going to use the phrase all-in-one because that's not really what we do, but it is end-to-end.
Not what really anybody does, but anyway.
Yes, it's true. Yeah. Also because we're not pretending we can do it all, and that's the key thing. And if you are, stop playing games. But you know, there is an end-to-end nature to what we do in terms of, you know, data processing for events and, you know, managing, you know, from the registration process, badging and mobile app and virtual hybrid platform, lead capture, you know, attendee tracking. We cover all of those needs. And we're exhibiting here, you know, once again, you know, this show is a permanent event in our industry calendar. And it's one of the first ones, you know, in the for the UK sector. So yeah, we're really happy to be here. It's day 2. You know, I am definitely feeling the consequences of
Day 1.
what should I call it? The late night conversations.
Yeah.
But it has been good. It has been a really good show, and I'm really happy. I'm really happy with how it's all gone so far. You asked me.
I did. I asked you, I wanted you to tell them a little bit about how you got to where you are, because that's important. It's not only important to say, okay, I'm with CrowdComms and this is what, but I want them to know about your journey through the industry and how, the origin.
Well, you know, I am.
Family part.
Yeah. I am completely self-made. That's just who I am. I am, of course, lying. I am very lucky that my dad has been in this industry for about 30 years. He's still in the industry. He just happens to live in Vienna now because, well, I have a, you know, little 4-year-old little brother.
Yes. It was beautiful.
Yes. He's so cute, and he skis better than me already. Yeah, I mean, he does many things better than me already, and he's only 4. But yeah, my dad he really is the reason why I joined. You know, he showed me why this was a good industry to work in. And I remember him taking me to conferences, you know, when I was little, traveling to Switzerland. I remember going to a conference in Geneva.
Oh, wow. Lovely.
Yeah, medical conference in Geneva, and I was helping out, at the registration desk, handing out badges and lanyards. So that was.
And what was his role in the industry at the time?
So my dad was heading up the tech division of a big PCO called Confex. And at some point, my first internship in the industry was with Confex. Back in the day, I think they used to be called Concord Services, and then they rebranded to Confex. And Confex was a big conglomerate. They had offices everywhere, including an office back in Venezuela where I was born and where my dad is from. So that's really where it all started. And yeah, the rest is kind of history, And I'm still here. I thought, when my dad first offered me a job at his company in 2012, I was like, well, I'll be here for a year or two, and then, I'll find my real purpose. And my real purpose was always events. So, I'm really happy that that is still fulfilling me and, giving me the experiences that I get to enjoy. And traveling is a great perk.
It is.
I'm not complaining about it. I'm sure you appreciate it yourself.
Not at all. I do not complain at all.
So, it's, I think we're very lucky and I'm just, of course, things have changed. And now, I work for CrowdComms. I head up partnerships, at the company. I make sure that our presence at all these different events is magnificent and, and that we make it worthwhile.
Yeah.
Coming to these shows is a big investment.
Yeah.
So, you really, I think a lot of people assume, oh, you just show up and expect, for magic to
happen. Yes.
But it takes a lot of work and homework, especially.
And good intentions too.
Yeah, good intentions, but also like you have to be unapologetic in your approach, in the sense that if you're after business, you have to go approach people and tell them that you're here, if you want them to come see you.
Yes.
Because I think if you're expecting for the opportunities to just fall from the sky, it's delusion. Sorry to break it for you. But you have to put in the work for you to expect anything in return.
Correct.
So this is what I think shows are all about, right?
Yes.
How have you found Confex yourself?
Oh, I love it. I'm actually so impressed.
Really?
Because in the U.S., we have some good shows, and we have some great shows too. But I think walking in the door, I was highly impressed at the quality of the activations that I've seen.
Right.
Being clean, lean, and feeling the energy around what it is instead of a whole bunch of mess.
Right.
That you have to kind of go through.
Yeah.
And it's not too big where you feel too overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And it's
True.
it's great. It feels like the attendees know what they're looking for, or they'll learn along the way, and it doesn't feel like they just disrespect the exhibitor.
Right.
Like I see and feel in the U.S. a lot.
Right. Wow. Okay. So you see I can tell you're saying there is a difference in the cultural approach.
Yes.
And I think that's interesting because we don't often think about how we should design the experience based on attendee culture.
Yeah.
And I do think British people are very polite.
Yes, and we were talking about that earlier. Very polite. They will cancel an appointment that they make if they can't. They might even apologize along the way.
Yeah. Correct.
But
They'll say many sorries.
Not so much.
No.
Catch, can.
No, it's true. Sorry, but British people will say sorry 1,000 times.
Yes.
And also because I think in this country, there is real shame about not showing up.
Yes.
Um,
I think so too.
and I think that's a key difference.
Yes, that is a key difference. But even like I said, switching over to the quality of the build that I'm seeing is very different in a lot of the activations. Even it's harder. Let me just say this: it's harder for me to tell the companies that have a lower budget in this show versus those who have a big. You know who has a big budget. That's fine.
Yeah.
But in a lot of shows, you can tell there's some vendors who are just trying to get there. And then that tells me that the event owner didn't do quite as well as they could to help the vendors that don't have larger budgets
Right.
to look good.
Yeah, you're right.
Then that means the baselines of what your space is not helpful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas this show, I don't have that feel like they're oddball outs. Does that make sense, kind of?
I think it makes sense because at the end of the day, organizers, especially organizers of this kind of show, you have to create equity of opportunity, for all exhibitors.
Absolutely.
And as you're saying, people have different budgets, but that shouldn't stop anyone from being able to reach from the same pool.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Exactly.
And it's great that you can see that has been facilitated at this show.
Yeah, that was at Hello when I walked in the door. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah.
Yes, I love this.
Yeah.
Each part of it kind of just rains through, and I love it. Love it.
Yeah.
So tell me, define for the audience what CrowdComm does, in addition to what pain point it solves.
So we say you come for the tech and stay because of the support.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. And, that couldn't be more true because, when I look at the team I work with, I've worked for other event tech companies. It was a big decision for me to join CrowdComms. It wasn't free of drama. So I knew that if I was going to join this company or any company I would have joined, I needed to gel well with the team, and I needed to make sure that I was going to be looked after, I was going to grow, but also it's a company that has the right values for me, for the team, but also that treats clients with respect. And that's what CrowdComms is about, really.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Because I could tell you many things about the technology.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But at the end of the day, the people that I work with are the soul of this company. And I am so lucky to, count on the team that we have today and be able to learn from them.
I love it. Okay. So let's see. What has been the joy moment? Like when you think about all of the customers that you've had to service before, what has been that joyous moment where you've been able to, even if it's something small, it's large, but I just want to hear some of the joy. We know some of the pain points, but let's hear some of the joy. And then I want to hear what was one of your favorite clients.
Yes. So, of course, when it comes to automating processes, we play a big role in there because there are many smaller organizations, smaller agencies, that are really trying to do a lot with small budgets and very lean teams. So, we're really there to make their life easier by, facilitating registration forms that save them time, but also save their delegates time.
Yeah. Making
Sure that the CMS or the CRM, however you call it on each side of the pond,
That's true.
is intuitive for all the users, and they don't have to come to us, constantly for support. Everything is documented. Everything is in its right place, and that's why that's most clients, especially when they're using other solutions. I'm not going to name any competitors in particular, but we have integrations in place with all the other players because we want to make it
I'm
flexible.
so glad you said that.
Because at the end of the day, the cake is big enough for everyone. And also, we're not pretending that we can do it all, as I said. But the things that we do well, we like to shout about. So, many clients, they use other online registration facilities. They come to us for the batch printing, for example, because they know that our batch printing module is top notch.
Amazing. Amazing. I do it. I don't even look. Matter of fact, I heard someone, this is hilarious. The other day at the event, someone was behind me and I had just put my name in real quick and I turned my head and I heard them say, she said she knows that text. She didn't even have to look at it. Because I was like this when I pulled it out and kept moving. And they were like, yeah, she didn't even need to look at it.
Oh, I love that. I love when, because, the best tech is, I think the best tech is the one where your attendees feel like everything is running smoothly, but that the internal team feels every single second.
Yes, I totally agree.
So I think that's our USP, because the organizer is able to focus on delivering a great experience, and that's it.
That's right.
I
love invisible tech.
Yeah, exactly. And also, accessibility.
Yeah.
So I want to point this out because it has been one of my causes.
Oh,
yeah.
Tell us about it. Do tell.
For for the past year or so. So last year in Europe, the European Accessibility Act came into effect.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
On the 28th of June, if I'm not wrong. And it is all about complying with WCAG standards. So we had to go through audits, and then we had to do work to make sure that we were fully compliant. And
I love it.
And making.
And this is across the board, right?
Yeah. Back end, front end, all the different facilities, making sure that the platform is apt for neurodivergent individuals, people with visual impairment.
I love it.
And other disabilities.
Absolutely.
And it's all about making sure that no one is left out. So, that really matters to me, because I think during the pandemic, there was a focus around considering looking after the needs of, all attendees.
As we should have been doing anyway, but go ahead.
Yes. But I think that since then,
people just, it's you know what it's like to me? It's like you forgot how nasty you were, and we already figured out how nasty you were. And then you went back to no hand sanitizer. You went back to no gloves. You went back to no mask. But didn't we just show you how nasty you are?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you are correct. It's like, I don't know, so many lessons that I thought we had learned during the pandemic suddenly had disappeared. But I have to say, in Europe, regulation is a big thing.
It really is, and I so appreciate it.
Well, I think it's a good and a bad thing. Sometimes I say a good thing because there are a set of rules and guidelines that we follow. Therefore, everyone agrees that this is the kind of experience, this is the standard that we should deliver. I think at the same time, it can affect innovation.
Oh, yes. I totally agree with you. Totally agree. But I was just talking about on the other side.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Because I see what you guys do in the US, and so free to create, and there is a reason why some of the biggest companies are there.
Yeah, they have their offices there,
Yeah.
and then they have satellites and or not or whatever.
Yeah.
But I totally agree.
Yeah, I know.
Totally agree.
I think we can learn a lot from the US, but I think the US and other parts of the world can learn a lot from.
Oh, absolutely.
What we
I
do
would love to I'm
in Europe.
so interested in some of the standards and the things that you had to go through.
Yeah.
Like we've been trying to push some of those initiatives for so long on websites. When you're having, I call them blended audience experiences. I do not call it hybrid.
Right.
But when you have those kinds of experiences, it's important that people need to be able to access it the way feel like accessing it or the way that they are capable
Yeah.
of
It's true, yeah.
accessing
Yeah,
the
yeah.
content
Yeah,
that
it's
you're
true.
delivering.
Yeah.
And that just goes back to that choice. You know, I need a choice in the palm of my hand to be able to choose to tap in and tap out however we want to. So I'm so happy to know that CrowdComms
Yeah.
did that. So, okay, so I'm going to ask you my final question, I think, unless you want to share more. What are some of the features from CrowdComm? Doesn't matter what type of client you want to use as an example, that you wish they use but they don't. You know how those clients are always doing the bare minimum, or you know that this could be spectacular, but they just right here, just vanilla.
That's a great question. And I'm gonna begin by saying our platform, going back to accessibility again. When you're checking color contrast, for example, which is a key thing, it might seem like a very simple thing, but am I able to read easily, what is on the website? Am I able to easily navigate, what is on the app, just by choosing the right colors? The platform tells you if the color contrast or the branding you've chosen has a AAA, AA, or if it has a poor accessibility rating.
Exactly.
So that's a fairly new feature, and I don't think many clients use it effectively. But I've seen some education organizers that they have, they've realized, there are some quick wins within the platform that we can apply easily, and the platform is telling you how to do it.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
There is of course that kind of thing. One, there are many, we work with many different organizations, but I really I like some of the associations actually. So many of the associations, they've taught us many lessons around how to engage the membership.
Oh, good.
So many of them use gamification to, encourage members, to visit the sponsors and the exhibitors, making sure that they are getting involved in the industry. And also, if they attend sessions, they can collect points. So that means that they invest in the education. They can also get a certificate, at the end of the event. But also the organizer can reward
Yes.
individuals that are
Yeah. On their highest on a leaderboard or anything like that. Yeah.
They can get a free registration, for the following year. They can invite a friend for free, to the next event. And that is, when you create it that way about using your membership, your attendees as ambassadors.
Yes, exactly. There's all kinds of things you can do.
Yeah.
But as long as the tech allows it.
Yeah, exactly. As long as the text allows it, and this is the kind of thing you can leverage using the platform. And and I love it because perhaps one of your members is unsure about attending your event because maybe they don't have the means to attend. Maybe they can't attend the physical event. But you can have a hybrid facility, a virtual facility by using our platform. It creates a more accessible experience for everyone once again.
Absolutely.
Now we partner with really cool people like Interprefy, Clear Text, and we do multi-language captions and interpretation.
Excited.
And that's amazing because that there's no limit to what we can do and who we want to reach.
And that's amazing. That's how it should be. Again, I'm always an advocate of accessible, I would say invisible tech, and I say invisible meaning the tech shouldn't be so hard in your face. It should just flow.
Yeah.
No matter how small it is or how large, it should just flow.
Yeah, it's true. And also, if you're planning to expand internationally, you think about, what happens if I
Yes. Yes.
what happens if, and also, there are many different ways of doing it, but it really allows you to explore and step out of your comfort zone as an organizer, and then as an attendee, you get to network with people beyond your local
Yes.
community,
Exactly.
and I think that's really exciting.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you all have heard exactly why I wanted him on the show. And then you've fallen in love with him as I have done many, many years ago. But you cannot have him. I swear you cannot. So, Johnny, any lasting words? Because we have something we need to tell the audience that has kind of been in secret that we worked on together for the industry. And I know we didn't talking about it, but I just figured we can slip it out the door a little bit. Okay, but anything else you'd like to say before that time?
Before we mention that,
Yes, before we mention that.
okay. Anything else I would like to say? No, it has been an absolute pleasure. I can't believe we're here.
I know. I know.
This, this is a delight to be able to share this experience here in the UK, in London, in my home turf. And I really hope you come back again soon.
I'd love to. Well, we have the Event Tech Atlas now, so I have to come back and do all kinds of.
To find out more about
Absolutely.
Event Tech Atlas.
Yes, we're going to sit over there and talk about it.
We will.
Yes, yes,
let's do
yes.
that.
Absolutely.
Do that. Thank you
Yes.
for having me.
Absolutely. So let's tell them a little bit about. So we were asked by the Events Industry Council, to author their new event technology module. Correct? You want to say a little bit about that?
That is right. Sorry, it was really funny when Mariela sent the email and she had a test copied on the email. She was like, "Oh, you're gonna be collaborating with this person," and I was like, "Sure, that's easy." That's easy.
Easy.
And, I mean, bear in mind we had to, align schedules. Transatlantic.
Internet. Yes. Transatlantic
But
clip.
they didn't happen.
We did.
And it was great because I felt like we were really covering each other.
Yes. That was the magic of it all, without even having to say it with each other.
Yeah.
It was like a natural progression of it. And then when the content came in terms of what she wanted covered, it naturally divided
Yeah.
easily into your wheelhouse
Yeah.
and in my wheelhouse.
Also because, just to clarify, this is contributing to the technology
Yes.
module that will be studied by anyone that's trying to qualify for the CMP.
Yes.
Certified.
Oh, sorry, I forgot that part. Yes, absolutely. So for the CMP, it's literally the standard. So we have a entire group of I'm going to say pedagogy, right? That goes into anyone who wants to study for it, and they decided to dedicate one of the modules finally of that blueprint for event technology.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. And I think, we have to be very honest. The CMP documentation was incredibly outdated.
Yes.
That we're still talking about things like lectins.
Yes.
So someone had to come in and do something.
Yes.
And I'm really glad Mariela approached us both
Yeah.
about it. And there were some of the collaborators, shout out to Sina, for example.
Absolutely.
Because, she's also taking herself and, she also contributed. But, I really like what we produced in the end. And I love that this becomes part of the global standard.
Yes.
And we should be proud of that. But I'm just happy, this is we created legacy at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And trying to help people, navigate these conversations about technology.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
No.
Maybe you were born in the 60s.
Yes.
Or in the 80s.
Or in the 50s. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. But, we're all different and we all learn differently. So, again, it's all about making it more accessible.
Yeah.
So, I hope we were able to do that.
I know we were able to do it. And the very last thing I want to say about it is we were able to put in there new terms that people have been used, that we helped create,
Yeah.
and that people will use for a lifetime. One is the event technologist, and then the other one, as I said, is blended audience experience. So Johnny and I, as husband and wife, gave birth to the event technology module for the EIC and the CMP.
That is our baby.
Yes. So thank you for being on the Event Tech Pull-Up.